I'm Rana Shabazz and I'm joined by Jeff Quip. Jeff is the founder and the CEO of SearchEnginePeople.com. We are doing the second video in the series of how to build authority using social media tools. In our first video, we discussed what do we mean by building authority and why businesses should consider using social media to build authority. By the end of this short video, you will understand what is the first step as a business you should take to start building authority. Let's talk to Jeff. Hello, Jeff. How are you doing?
Hi, Rena. I'm great. Thanks. How are you?
I'm very good. Thank you so much for your time for this video.
Anytime.
Okay, let's talk to me about building authority. What's the first step as a business should I take to start building authority?
Um, Probably the first step is just to listen. Um, Ideally, what I mean by that is listen to what's being said out on the blogosphere, on the web itself. Are clients talking about their needs, what they're missing, what companies aren't able to provide them with right now that they're looking for? Are they complaining about your company or are they complaining about competitors? So listening is a really important step, and that's really one of the first things that you should engage in when using social media.
And what are the tools would you advise here for the listening?
Well, some of the tools that you could use, I mean, there's some more expensive tools like Radiant 6, which, it's a really good tool, probably one of the better ones out there. But of course, it comes at a cost, and the price ranges depending on the size of the company. But I think, generally you can consider probably in the range of $600 a month to start. But there are also some other great tools that are free out there. So Google Alerts would be one of them. For those who haven't tried Google Alerts before, you can just go to Google Alerts, plug in whatever terms you want to track, and you'll get an alert whenever Google finds it on the web. And of course, Google's pretty comprehensive in terms of finding mentions of those keywords on the web. Some of the stuff that I like to track through Google Alerts or other tools like that are, first and foremost, our company name. So what are people saying about the company? My name and other senior people within the company. We like to track that as well. We like to track competitors to see what's being said about competitors. Is somebody saying that they're having a problem with a competitor, and maybe that's an opportunity for us to solve that problem. And even sometimes just general information about the industry. But of course, you're going to get a whole lot of emails if you put in a generic term about that. So you've got to be careful how you proceed. Other tools that you could use, you can use Twitter Advanced Search. There are lots of blog posts out there though that say all the tools available to track mentions of you or of whatever online.
I think Hootsuite is a good tool as a free tool for listening as well.
Hootsuite is a great tool to use. Yes.
Okay, let's say I understand what do you mean by listening, and what's the next step as a business should I take once I understand about all this listening process?
Well, I guess you want to make sure that you can take action based on what you've learned by listening. So you don't want to engage in listening only to do nothing with that information. So the next step is really to look at at everything that you've heard by listening and determine how you can take action based on that information. So, if you find out that a competitor is weak in a particular area, what can you do to attract clients who are dissatisfied with that competitor? Or if you've got other clients that are saying, look, there's a big hole out there. We need this service and nobody seems to be providing it. Then can you solve it by adding, that service or developing that product? And again, one of the things you want to do through listening is identify if any clients have problems. Because if clients have problems, and you can identify it relatively quickly, and you've got a chance to solve that problem. And I'll argue that if you can solve a client's problem, that client will be more, in real time, that client will be more loyal than they ever would have been had the problem not occurred in the first place. So it is a real opportunity, which you wouldn't have had if you weren't listening. So again, it's about taking action based on what you've heard by listening.
Exactly. I think the Comcast is a excellent example of doing customer service using I think these listening tools, I guess.
Yes, yes. Dell as well has
Yep.
Idea Store, which is a really interesting concept where they invite people to submit their solutions to the problems that they're experiencing with Dell products. And again, that's turning a negative into a positive. You know, they're saying, don't come to me with problems, come to us with solutions. But by making the consumer part of that solution process, they're getting their buy-in.
Exactly.
And as a result, they're more ingrained in the concept.
Exactly. Jeff, thank you so much for your time for this video.
Thank you, Raina. Thank you.
I'll see you in the next video.
You will. Take care.
Thank you very much for watching. I'm Rana Shahbaz.